We are out here on the greatest lake in the world with some ducks that scared the crap out of me. That must be some wild mallards there, because usually there, look at that, I got my big 300mm lens back in the truck right there, vehicle, so I may come back here in a second and try to photograph those ducks if they hang around for a while. But right now, on this windy Halloween day, I'm gonna walk right out here on this point and make a few casts out here and just see what's going on out here. But just want to come out here and see what the water looks like. It's definitely clearing up a little bit. We got a strong wind coming that direction right there, so got this little curly tail on, so I'm going to throw it out underneath my float here. We got one right here. I think it is a crappie. Yeah, it's a crappie. What about that? Right here on the Halloween day, my friends, we got a little crappie right here. Might be big enough to keep. I ain't really wanting to keep one, but by golly, we got one on the little young curly tail. What about that? What about that? We can get him up here without him flipping off. He ain't quite big enough to keep. That is a crappie right there on Halloween day, folks. Look at that. Got him on a little young curly tail. Halloween 2024. We done got us a nice little crappie on this windy day, so maybe there's more than one out there. That's a good sign. That's an excellent sign that the crappie are coming back in here into the coves right now, folks. That's just what we wanted to see right there. I'm gonna put a little bit of crappie juice on my jig. Tip for the day: if you want a little natural scent on your jig, you can't get no better than really something like that right there. Let's turn him loose. These little rocks down here, I can't really get down there and get him a good release, but there he goes. That is a black crappie too, I do believe. This little area here, we catch mostly black crappie. So let's get back out there. Early afternoon out here, mid-afternoon. Just throwing this little curly tail under a float. We're about 6.5 or 7 feet under that float. This little area, they got a lot of rocks and boulders, so I'm assuming I came across one of them boulders out there. And this float's giving me a little problem. It's got a little bit too much weight. It's got water in it, so it's sinking on me, so I'm having to probably give it a little bit faster retrieve than what I'd like. I'd honestly like to go a little slower and have it a little deeper in this situation, but on this particular pole I'm just going to have to do it the way I'm rigged up here today and hope they're a little bit more shallow. They'll come up for it there. I'll fling it out there as far as I can. Now, the benefit of all that water in that float is that it'll go out there a country mile. But it's got so much water in it now that it's trying to sink, and so I have to keep that retrieve up a little bit, which is okay because the water's warm enough for this fast of a retrieve. They'll hit it. Obviously, just caught one, but ideally I think I would like to go just a little slower, so I may change this float out. I got another float out there over here. Felt like a little bite right there. Now we got a lot of leaves out here, so when that float hits a leaf or whatever, it'll get a little tight and sort of feel like you're getting a bite.